Hi, welcome. It's time for a campaign update by me, Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki, and I am a presidential candidate from not only the 2020 presidential election, but the 2024 and eventually the 2028 presidential election. In the 2024 presidential election, I have not conceded because we have a lot of fraud in the system, and I have a lawsuit pending with the Supreme Court exactly about that. So I have not conceded the election from 2 years ago now. So technically it's a year and a half, right? Something like that. But anyway, yeah, welcome. So this is the state of my campaign part. And the state of my campaign is, and I'm doing, is this that I returned from Switzerland to the US and I had some things that I had to do here. So and it was the holidays. So I got backtracked on all sorts of videos that I owe you. So I will be paying you back your videos sometime today and tomorrow at the latest. But right now, this is the one for today about my state of my campaign. And it is going well. I think, how can I say it? I believe we're going to hear something eventually on that. Now, I was planning on running for a small office this year here in West Virginia, but when I went to go look to see how to apply for the job, it says you have to be registered to vote. And so it's just another way that the Democrats and Republicans are throwing this registering to vote thing in our faces. They are using it, they've weaponized it to keep people out who are, have other opinions than what they have. And this is where the problem is. This is why our country is stagnated. And we are having troubles moving forward. The Democrats and Republicans have done this. They won't let other voices in, and they don't even care about our voices. So it's a problem. I still might try to apply anyways and have them reject me so that I have it documented, and then I can sue the state. Because this is unacceptable that they can throw this in my face. I have a passport that says that I'm a U.S. citizen. I have a driver's license that tells them where I live. So I have every right to run for political office in my own state, regardless of whether I'm registered or not. That's just a list that they use to manipulate the elections. There's no checks and balances on it, and it needs to go. So I call on the Supreme Court to act now before we enter into this next election. But I mean, yeah. Our system is not really working, is it? And we have, as we see regularly in the news, people who are unhappy. And now we even have people who are being shot, citizens shooting citizens, and yeah. We have voices that are not being heard. And this is unacceptable. So the state of my campaign is fine. It's going forward. I wrote a letter to the president about an idea I had for doing something for our country in celebration of the 250th anniversary of our country, which is coming up in July. So officially in July. I mean, technically, it really doesn't go into effect until we write our Constitution. And the first one was not working, so then they quickly changed it to what we're using today as our Constitution. So, but we declared our independence. And I last year, I declared my independence from the Democrats and Republicans because they're the only ones who are running our country, and they've got us into this mess in the first place, and they're not listening to other voices. And this is unacceptable. This is un-USA. So, anyways, that is the state of my campaign for today. And coming up next is State of the Union, where I'm going to address the Minnesota shooting and some other issues going on in our country. So State of the Union is up next. This is the end of part 1. See you in the next video. Bye for now.